Good morning, this is Cami Mitchell coming to you live from St. George, Utah. I am actually on top of the world. Here, I'll show you what that looks like. If I can flip this, hold on. I am up on top of the water tower on the Red Hill, and amidst a lot of distractions on purpose, because that's something that I've been very fixed about in my mindset, that I have to have no distractions at all in order to deliver my message. And so usually I have my kids away from me, like if I'm doing anything, and I make sure that there's nobody in the same room with me, and I control the environment, and so I can get my message out. So I am learning to do new things because I'm using the growth mindset that I can learn and practice and change things. So I am on purpose up here in the middle of the traffic. You can hear horns honking. I even have my two boys across the water tower for me who can distract me very easily. So I am on purpose giving myself a very hard time so that I can learn how to do this better and be focused amidst all of the stuff going on. Okay, so this Saturday I'm presenting in Mesa, Arizona at a conference that Sarah Fisk is doing, and I'm so excited, and I'm going to give you a little piece of what I'm talking about. It's going to be about connection, and the way that we connect as human beings is through love, and that can look like so many different things. We have relationships with everything, with people, with our animals, with the blinds in our house, with our cars that we're driving, with our bank account, with money, with the couches that we either hate or love. All of those things that we have relationships with, we literally connect to. And to connect, there is an element of love. And so I'm going to be teaching about the 3 ways that we speak, that we give and receive in our love language. I know that there's a book written about 5 love languages, and I actually debunk that. That might make some people mad, sorry. I'm just making a habit of this. I use Dr. Lund's theory of the 3 love languages, which are touch, feel, visual. So everything that the eye can see is how you give and receive love, and verbal, which is the mouth and the ear. The words that they use are so precious and so meaningful. And the 5 love languages takes those 3 and then breaks it down to 2 more, which I disagree about. He says there's the acts of service is a love language of itself, and I think that the acts of service, everybody loves to give, to serve, and also to receive that, but it depends on what their love language is, in which way they want to receive. So my main love language is touch, feel. So how I want someone to serve me and to show me that they love me is through hugs. And like if I was sitting in choir next to my friend yesterday, and she was in a lot of pain, so I took her hand and started massaging her hand. And so that's how I would serve in my touch, feel language. A visual would serve by coming and cleaning your kitchen, or vacuuming your floor, or bringing you flowers, right? That's how a visual, the things that the eye can see, is how a visual would serve. And then the verbal would serve by like calling you and saying, hey, I want you to know I love you, I'm thinking about you, are you okay, what can I do for you? And so that's acts of service, but depending on your love language, that fits in the different categories. Does that make sense? And then also the quality time. Oh my gosh, everybody needs quality time. That is so important to every one of us. And so, but it looks different depending on which of the love languages you have. So a touch, feel, quality time isn't spent with me on the phone. It's actually being in the same room with me, and not across the room from me, but next to me, like where our shoulders are touching. So the touch, feel, like, is being fed. Is that, like, am I making sense here? And so the quality time for a verbal is not talking about the weather. Quality time for the verbal is actually having a meaningful conversation, literally getting down and being vulnerable and saying, how are you really? What's going on in your life? How is your heart? And in what ways can I be here for you? And so that is quality time to a verbal. And then quality time to a visual, oh my gosh, they're the doers, right? So show up at my house and be doing my little pet projects with me, and that is quality time to a visual, because I can see that you're here serving me through through acts, and that is quality time to a visual. So that's what I'm going to spend my time with teaching this weekend, and I'm so excited to come to Arizona. I love Mesa, so I'm excited to visit and can't wait to see you all. We are signing off from the top of the world here in St. George. Mwah!